who's as adamant about his or her position as I am about mine, whom you think is sharp. Seriously, we know that. And another thing, we heard him say that... Hey, sports fans, Larry Elder here. Welcome to episode number 100 of And Another Thing. 100! Can you believe it? 100. If you'd like to become an Eldorado, go to LarryElder.com, fill out the form. You're going to get a free copy of Michael and Me. That's my award-winning feature-length documentary where I explore the Second Amendment and where, believe it or not, I confront Michael Moore. You know, kind of like the way he did Charlton Heston in his film. And I asked Michael Moore 3 times, how many times do Americans use firearms for defensive purposes? In other words, how many lives are saved every year through the use of firearms? We know how many bad things there are because you tell us. How many people are actually alive because of this instrument known as a firearm? So go to LarryElder.com. Now for episode number 100 of And Another Thing. As you probably know, a few days ago we had an election. And I've run out of words to describe the bath that the Democrats took. Shellacking has been used. Slaughter has been used. Attack has been used. I'm running out of words. The Democrats have now lost control in the Senate. There are 2 races still to be decided, one in Alaska, and the Republican may win that, and in Louisiana it's going to be a runoff because they have something called a jungle primary, where, believe it or not, there were 3 primary strong finishers, 2 of whom were Republican. You add up the 2 Republican totals and put that against the incumbent Mary Landrieu, she is a dead woman walking. So you're going to have a majority in the Senate that will be Republican, but the majority will not be a overridable majority. In other words, if Obama vetoes anything, should it land on his desk, there won't be the 67 votes to override whatever veto there is. So we're still going to have a lot of contention. Someone used the term gridlock in Washington, D.C. The question is, what's going to happen the next couple of years going forward? These last couple of days have not been promising if you're one of those who thinks that Obama will, to use the word that was used at the press conference by an Associated Press reporter when she asked the very first question, Mr. President, are you going to recalibrate your agenda? And Obama began talking about how he hears the voters, but 2/3 of the voters didn't vote. And by the way, they want us to get things done. And they've signaled to us that they don't want us to pay attention to our agenda. They want us to pay attention to their agenda. I kept waiting for him to say, well, maybe I've gone a little too far in one direction. Maybe I need to rethink, or some sort of diplomatic way of saying that. But he didn't. He doubled down. Carter, where did the victim mentality originate that has now become the norm in the culture today? I can't tell you when. I think there's always been a strain of people, no matter what culture, who are looking for easy ways out. The question is, do we have policies that allow people who want the easy way out to get the easy way out? One of my friends, Thomas Sowell, says, if you want slovenly behavior and you subsidize it, you're going to get further slovenly behavior. Actually, that was Walter Williams who said that, but they're both friends of mine. I've always said that, as far as I was concerned, the civil rights leadership jumped off the track when, in the 60s, we went from demanding equal rights to demanding equal results. Life is not fair. Outcomes won't necessarily be fair. The question is, do we have a society where you can apply yourself and use your God-given talents to the fullest extent of your ability? And the answer is yes, you can, to the degree that has never been seen in all of human history. I hope you enjoyed this small excerpt. If you want to see the full video, got to be an Eldorado. Go to my website, LarryElder.com, log in, fill out the form. It'll cost you about $4.75 a month, or about the price of a mocha frappuccino latte at your favorite coffee house. As you can tell, I don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker. See you next time.